we are doing a talk with Superdrug. It's time to feel like a bad bitch again. She's a mammoth. Good morning. You can tell that was the first time I've spoken today. I love these masks. These are the better cute masks. Hair makeup coming at 7:30. So I'm gonna make myself a matcha, do my affirmations, do a little bit of work, and then we'll get ready. Make my morning matcha, which is my drink I have every single morning when I wake up. I'm also going to make a little loaded water, so I need to find all the stuff for that. Okay, this morning I'm just going to do this electrolyte and this clear protein from Bloom in my loaded water, because that's what I feel like. I don't feel like loading her up too much. I also think I need to order some more creatine, because I think I'm fresh out. Either that or Angus has finished it, but I was just looking for it. Oh, they're like air. That electrolyte just really caught me in the air. So today we are doing a talk with Superdrug, which is really exciting. And I've done a talk for them before. I did one back in October, so I'm very incredibly grateful to be asked back. Honestly, being asked back to do a talk is just the best thing ever, because you're kind of like, okay, hopefully you enjoyed it, and that's why it means you're inviting me back. So it's a new talk today. Last talk was kind of around mind versus skin and like little rituals to help you glow. Today is more so about habit stacking, spring transitions, resolutions, rituals, that kind of thing. So I mean, there's always like a similar theme, I guess. This is water. But I'm very excited, and I think I know a few of the people. They're doing an overnight stay at Lakes by You, which honestly I would have loved to have joined, and I don't mean this to sound ungrateful, I think I just need to be home. I just was like, I'm gonna go and do my talk, and then I think I need to be home. I want to see my mum, I want to see my best friends, I want to be with Angus, I want to see my dad. I just want to like get to work a little bit, you know? So I'm just going to come straight back. I'm actually going to drive there at like 10:30. And then I'm going to drive back after the talk, do a Pilates class with Claudia. And then just, you know, get an early night. I think we were in bed last night at like 9 p.m. after watching a couple of episodes of At Home with the Furies. Which if you haven't watched, you need to watch. Whiz this bad boy up. I know the hot water's not ready. Wither up! Just do anything and be tidy, ever, really. Okay, let's give this a little. Oh, that is good. This is the Bloom Clear Protein Strawberry Watermelon. It's got, which protein is actually in there? 20 grams. That's crazy. 20 grams of protein in that little scoop. How do they do that? Like, I can kind of figure it out with a not clear protein how they do it, but like with a clear protein, I'm sort of like, how did you do that? So it's got whey protein isolate, collagen peptides. Delicious. Clear whey collagen. Listen, I'll take it. I'll take it all. Give her a little whiz. I feel like for the perfect matcha, you actually shouldn't wait for the kettle to fully boil. Like, it's not meant to be that hot, which I haven't done this time. I've forgotten to do this time. I might actually add a tiny bit of cold water, which is probably like absolutely not what you're meant to do. But Steph got me onto this girl on Instagram who makes like incredible matches. So I'm gonna try and just like learn from her this week. That's gonna be the goal. A little bit of agave just in there. Keep mixing. Okay, I think that should be mixed enough. And then we're gonna pop the milk in. Doesn't look that frothy. I might just froth it up a little bit more. Sometimes I put this on a setting where it just doesn't properly whiz. I think I also need to read the instructions. I tend to just get things and be like, okay, let's go, rather than like sitting down and reading the manual, because I'm like, I can figure this out, and I can. Like, I know how to turn it on, I know how it works. But that's like 15 different settings on it, and I'm like, surely all we want from this machine is to froth up the milk. So is that not what all the settings should do? There's definitely one setting that's like a hot chocolate setting where you want to mix in hot chocolate, so I do my cacao in there. That setting I know for sure what that is. But the other ones, I think sometimes they just warm the milk, like steam the milk. That would make sense. Okay, that's much frothier. That's the good stuff. I'll give you a little aerial shot of that in a sec. Perfect. Did you ever see something so gorge? I love these mugs. They're from Anna and Nina. This one says Liquid Love. I have another one that says Offline. Another one that says I love you. And a leopard print one. But this morning, we've gone for Liquid Love. On my way out the house, just gonna show you a little outfit check. Oh, I feel like I always end up wearing the same things to these, but a little jeans, a little jacket. I love wearing a jacket when I'm talking, and I was just talking to my sister-in-law, who is the best stylist ever, and she was like, it gives you power, and I was like, yes, maybe that's why I love it. And then I've got my heels on there, and I feel good actually. And then I've just got this Demelier bag, which has just been coming everywhere with me. It's huge. She's a mammoth, of course, and I love it. So we're gonna get going. I think my car is outside. I feel good. I feel a little bit like, but I feel good. I think I've maybe had too much matcha this morning, but that's fine. I'm gonna eat when I get there. So I feel like that will just like sort me out. But yeah, very, very excited, to be honest. I love giving talks. I haven't given a talk in a while, so you know when you're just like, it's time. It's time to feel like a bad bitch again, because I've not been feeling like a bad bitch, I'll be honest. I've been feeling the opposite of a bad bitch. I've just been feeling not myself. So, very excited to feel like me again. I know, I saw they put that, but you are actually quite perfect. We're nearly there. Excited. Arrived, sitting in the sun, and then waiting for a little bus. Woohoo! We're just getting on the bus down to the reserve, and then we're gonna have some lunch, and I'm gonna do my talk. Getting so excited, honestly. Ooh, trotting in the heels on the gravel. Perfect. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, love this. Wish I could just get on this every day. And we're heading on down. Missing Biebercella is like the saddest thing. Yesterday of all the mix, but obviously it wasn't like a spectacle. It was for the fans. Yeah, I liked it. It was for the fans, the actual fans. It's about feeling good and looking even better, basically. And we're often taught that glowing skin is going to come directly from better products, better routines, more consistency, and that is true. But what's really interesting is your skin is one of the fastest responders to your nervous system. I knew exactly who I wanted to be. I had the vision board. I went to the full moon manifesting rituals where I burned things under the light of the full moon and did my crystals. I'm serious, I did it so many times. And I was like, why is none of this working? And then I read Atomic Habits by James Clear. Has anybody read that book? If you haven't, I highly recommend you do. But I learned about the power of our brains, the power of habits, because your brain will always steer your behavior. It's not about what you manifest, it's about who you are being when you manifest. I love walking to Pilates in a full beat.
Every exhale, exaggerate it, make it a little long.
is 9 p.m. and I don't know what she's put in that setting spray. And when I say she, I mean Miss Charlotte Tilbury. But the fact that this is my face, obviously my lips completely come off, so I've just got lip gloss on there. But the fact that this is my face, oh, do you know what? I just wish I could like go to sleep. Like I would need to get one of those like pillows to where I could just like fall asleep like that. So I could keep my hair up and I could keep the makeup on. Daniela, who does my hair, who I've mentioned so many times, she's amazing. She was like, I know you like to sleep in your hair, because sometimes she'll do me like a bun and I'll sleep in it. Because if I need to, I'll do that like vampire sleep where I'm literally like that. And she's like, I know you like to do that. She's like, please don't do that with this hair, because it's so tight. And I am on a hair care journey, so I really need to stop slicking it back, but I just love how it looks. Pretty sure someone once was like, you don't suit slick backs, and I was like, I don't care. I really don't care, because I am never going to stop doing them. This is where I'm probably going to have to get Angus involved in a minute, because I can't get all these clips out. I swear to God, having nails. Today was epic. I love working with Superdrug. They're just such a gorgeous team, and it's just one of those like amazing moments. It's actually quite easy to get out. It's just one of those amazing things of like, I just remember being like 10 years old or 11 years old maybe, and getting one of those magazines like Girl Talk or Go Girl, like whichever one it was, and they'd have like product recommendation pages, which I was always obsessed with, which maybe was a sign of what was to come in the future, working in beauty and all of that jazz. But I remember saying to my mum, like, oh my God, like I'd never been to Superdrug before. I was like, oh my God, can we please go to Superdrug? Like, they've got this, they had this like peel off mask. It's like a peel off face mask. And I remember it so vividly. They had one in green and they had one in pink. And I got the green one because they didn't have the pink one. Obviously I wanted the pink one, but it must have sold out. The advertising must have worked. And yeah, that's my first memory. And then this is the second time I've actually worked with them in the last 6 months. Like done a talk for them, and it's just like when a brand kind of puts their faith and their trust in you to do something like that, it's just a really lovely feeling, because you're just like, okay, must be doing something right here, because it is quite easy. I'm just going to put a bit of oil in my hair. Running so low. This is the Olaplex number 7 bonding oil. I love this oil, as you can tell, seeing as I'm literally at the end of it. And I love how it smells. I'm actually getting a toner put in my hair tomorrow, because I feel like it's gone a bit yellowy, and I've got a big photo shoot next week, so I need my hair to not be looking yellow. I'm just gonna do a bit of scalp oiling. It was such a gorgeous group of people there today, like influencers, some people I knew, some I didn't know, but everyone just always like, it's just so nice when people are like properly paying attention, like no one's going on their phones, everyone's just really listening, and I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Anyway, then I drove back, walked to Pilates with my best friend. She came to meet me at my house. We did a Pilates class. I was like, she was number 1 on the wait list, and you know when you're kind of like, I was like, let's just walk there to like get a little workout in. But I said, you know, if you don't get in, it's not the end of the world. All the while I'm like secretly hoping, I'm like, maybe we won't get in, like, we won't have to do it, because my legs, I've been doing weight training, like I've upped the weight training, and I've really like upped the legs on the weight training. And the way, honestly, it was hump day. Wednesday's always hump day, so it's like leg day. And oh my God, when we were doing it, it's the Elemis cleansing, but when we were doing it, I was just absolutely beside. I was like, this is just so painful. I was looking at Claudia, I was like, this is so painful. I'm booked in for the 7 a.m. tomorrow, but obviously where I was up so early, not doing a 6 a.m, there's no way. So I'm going at 7 a.m. tomorrow with my friend Kate, and then we're going to an event.
Again, a bit earlier than I would normally necessarily go, but well, maybe not actually in summer. That off. Honestly, it's mad, isn't it? Like, I'll cleanse my face so many times and I'm like, how is there still product on there? But I think, yeah, I think I've got it all off now. Perfect. Got these Medicube Zero Pore Pads, which do just remove like any excess makeup you might have. I've just like made my skin so much more even, and like for these, like the bit there I was talking about, like the blackheads and whatnot, I'm really good for that. Got this Tower 28 hypochlorous acid spray, which if you know me, you'll know I don't stop talking about this. Once that's dried a little bit, you need to give that a sec. Because what this will do if you mix it like with any other product, it basically neutralizes products. So you don't really want to like mix it with any like expensive serums and whatnot, because it's just going to neutralize it. There's no point even using it basically. So you want to wait for it to dry before you add anything else to it. I can't even speak. I'm so tired. Like, absolutely, I'm not like so grateful. Like, today's one of those days I'm just like, well, I can't believe this is my job and I get to do this. But I'm knackered. Everyone's always like, whenever I say that, I'm so tired, I don't know why. Everyone's like, you all right? And I'm like, why would I be more tired than anyone else? Like, you've been all over doing this all. I'm like, yeah, I guess so, but I love it. I love every second of it, but I am quite tired. Anyway, Elemis toner. Bloody love this. As you can tell, I feel like I'm just like making my way through everything. It's nice when you find products that you just love, like, and you want to use, like this Quarterly Vino Perfect. Like, it's just nice when you find things that just like work and look really good. And I think where I'm 30 next year, I mean, what is that even about? And it's not even like, oh, I'm 30 next year and I'm 30 like next December. No, 30 next January. When we hit 2027, this guy hits 30, not soon afterwards. If you have like, I've been getting these hormone breakouts, you can see that's like a remnant. That was one of those spots that when you squeezed it, it wasn't just, it was like, and then I found like another little like head it had, it was like on the mirror. Anyway, what this does, that basically gets rid of any dark marks, hyperpigmentation, sun damage left from spots, or sun damage, or just like whatever it might be. Because what's happened is when I have a spot, it doesn't just go anymore. Like, I've never had problem skin, but what I've always got is the odd like huge spot. Like, I'll just have one somewhere at any given time. And what this does is it gets rid of that, the dark marks and like the pigmentation left over, which again I never got until I turned like 27, 28. Apparently it's just a hormonal thing. Apparently it just is what it is. This is what it is. And this is La Roche-Posay Cicaplast, guys. I posted a story about this the other day, being like, my skin has never, like, last week I bumped into my friend and she literally texted me a couple of days ago. She was like, I just want to check you're okay. And I was like, I mean, to be fair, am I okay? I feel like we did a whole separate video on that. Mentally, I've been going through it a little bit, just with everything going on, but that's another video for another time. But mentally I've been going through it. But I bumped into her, and after I got home, like, I was like out shopping and I bumped into her just like randomly, and I was so happy to bump into her. I was like, oh God, it's actually made my day bumping into you. But she texted me just like checking if I was okay, which I thought was so wonderful and lovely. But I was like, to be fair, I did look nuts. Like, I probably would have texted me to that, and I don't think that's why she was checking. I don't think she thought that I looked nuts, but I did. Like, I'd had this facial and I had this rash all over my face, and then my eye bags were literally down to here. Like, I remember that day, I was so tired, and like, for what? Like, okay, there's a lot going on, but like, I was so knackered and I was so like emotionally drained, and just like hadn't given myself like the rest that I needed in like any way. So I was like, yeah, no, not good at all. I might actually put a bit of fake tan on my face just to make me look a bit more awake. Maybe let's do some of that. Got this Cocoa and Eve antioxidant tanning micro mist. Might just do a few. Was that even? That was the day, guys. I hope you enjoyed spending the day with me as much as I enjoyed taking you along. I feel like I'm trying to get better at this. And I'm trying to just be like, you know what, we're going to film it, we're going to get it out there, rather than like, I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to content, which is weird because my content's not, it's not that I need it to like look perfect or whatever. I just will film stuff and then I'll just sit on it and I'm like, oh, no one wants to see this, no one cares. And like, maybe that's true. But even if one of you cares, I'm like, well, that's fun. I like watching YouTube videos. So I like to kind of make them and put them out there. But this was a very lovely day. This was just like one of those really lovely days where I've got to do what I love and I've got to, you know, go and speak and share everything with everyone. Hopefully it was valuable to at least one person. I think it was. I hope it was. But thank you so much for watching. If you've made it to the end of this video, I am endlessly grateful for every single one of you. And there'll be more of these coming along. So yeah, expect to see more of all of this. And I'll see you very soon.